What's going on, family? This is not financial advice. Do your own research. Man, we're going to be going over this market and where we might be at a key turning point. So we're just going to zoom in on some things. We got the VIX down here at a level of confluence with the 50% retracement. Big rejection bar on the S&P at this point. Can you see that? Man, that is a sign that this could be a turning point in this market, man. You see this big old rejection bar up here. We're sitting right at the 50. They shot a wick up there, made it all the bulls in today. And then now we have a huge rejection candle at the 50% retracement of this entire move. So they broke this key level. So we have gaps to fill. And we're going to count all the gaps that we have exactly down here. So let's point them out real quick. The first gap, we filled it. We have another gap right here. So we're just going to kind of highlight these gaps real quick so we can see exactly where we have to go. So they filled the first gap. This is the second gap that has the huge gap. That's on the daily. Huge gap. I have a gap down here that has to be filled. Gap down here that has to be filled. Gap down here that has to be filled. Man, this is crazy. All these gaps on this chart. They don't just leave gaps on these charts for no reason, man. It's not a coincidence that we have all these gaps. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gaps to fill on this chart, man. That's not a coincidence. 50% retracement, way overbought territory. They have not done a single pullback. They broke this trend line, break in a new high. The VIX is at 20 right now. So in today's baiting the bulls in, we've seen this before. So first break of this huge trend line, as you can see, very first break, 2 legs up, break of resistance. They're at this confluence area with the VIX, and we could be seeing a possible huge move down on this market, man. So we just expecting some follow through within the next month. So this is a potential zone that we seen before. This was back in March, April, when the market took a dive. This was back here. The VIX was around 18, 19. This was back in March when they started this one. Then we came back here. This was in February when we seen this one. And then this was in January. I came all the way down here to 17. So this is a strong support level for the VIX, and they will be defending the zone. So we're going to see what happens within the next few weeks, but I'm expecting a massive push down. It could make another leg up, but the way they're looking on these charts, man, you can't deny this is a sell signal, man. So everybody's buying up everything. They got all these gaps to fill, and they're overbought, man. They're simply overbought in this market, man. So we can just take a look at some of these trades that I saw today and potential trades that you could have took. So this is the market. This was the overnight session. Pretty gapped up, right? So we can zoom in. Market gapped up, made a lower high, double top. They way overextended. They came down, pushed beneath the moving average, sell signal. They came all the way back down, almost filled this gap. They went sideways, consolidated, retraced up about 50%. Once again, 50%. Came all the way back down, filled the gap, pushed straight through the gap and consolidated. So they're at support right now. We could see a bounce up temporarily, but I'm thinking an overnight session will kind of slowly push them down, and then we'll wake up to this market potentially pushing down to fill that second layer of that gap down there. So this was a potential trade that I like today. Second entry, long failure beneath the moving average, bearish bar. That was the trade to take. If you got up here at the top, you could have took this lower high, pushed down, but I wouldn't have trusted that. Consolidation, break, retrace, 2 legs up. This was the other trade that I liked right here. So, I mean, today was pretty simple if you were patient. You could easily get chopped up in something like this, but overall, pretty simple day today, man. So I'm expecting this market to push down, and we're gonna see what happens, man, within the next month. Man, like, subscribe to the channel, man, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Out.